Today we are going to begin with the lesson number 13 of your class 8 English grammar, that is direct and indirect speech. So let's begin with this lesson. The words spoken by a person can be reported. The words spoken by a person can be reported in two ways. दो ways में report कर सकते हैं. First one is direct and second word is indirect. डायरेक्ट क्या होता है, जो हम जो वर्ड्स एग्जैक्ट सेम वर्ड्स को रिपोर्ट करते हैं किसी को कि उसने जो वर्ड्स बोले सेम वर्ड्स बोले हैं. और इनडायरेक्ट वर्ड जो होता है, जो अपनी लैंग्वेज है अपने वर्ड्स में किसी का कुछ से को हम रिपोर्ट कर देते हैं. जिसने कुछ कहा उसे हमने एग्जैक्ट वर्ड्स उसके ना यूज करके अपने वर्ड्स में वो कन्वे कर दिया वो मैसेज. सो इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच वी यूज द एक्चुअल वर्ड्स ऑफ द स्पीकर. डायरेक्ट स्पीच में क्या होता है, हम एक्चुअल वर्ड्स यूज करते हैं किसके, स्पीकर के, विच आर एनक्लोज्ड विद एन इन्वर्टेड. जो किसमें एनक्लोज होता है, हमेशा इन्वर्टेड कॉमास में रहते हैं वो, लाइक दिस इन्वर्टेड कॉमास में रहते हैं वो हमेशा. एंड वी यूज इंट्रोडक्टरी वर्ब इन डायरेक्ट स्पीच. हम क्या यूज करते हैं, इंट्रोडक्टरी वर्ब को यूज करते हैं डायरेक्ट स्पीच में इंट्रोड्यूस करने के लिए स्पीकर वर्ड्स को. और लाइक एग्जांपल, सुशील सेड कॉमा वी नीड मोर आइडियाज फॉर ज्योग्राफी प्रोजेक्ट. ये क्या डायरेक्ट स्पीच है क्योंकि इन्वर्टेड कॉमास में, क्योंकि हमने सुशील के एग्जैक्ट वर्ड्स कॉपी के कन्वे कर रहे हैं. So in indirect speech में क्या होता है, the listener receive the substance or meaning of speaker's actual speech. इसमें क्या होता है, लिसनर को सब्सटेंस और मीनिंग मिलता है उस वर्ड्स का. वो एक्चुअल वर्ड्स नहीं होते जो वो बोलना चाहता है, वही चीजें होती है विदाउट नेसेसरी हियरिंग द एग्जैक्ट वर्ड्स. कि हमें नेसेसरी नहीं कि एग्जैक्ट वर्ड्स हम सुने, बट हम उसकी अपने वर्ड्स में उसको कन्वे कर सकते हो. दैट इज कॉल्ड इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच. Sushil said that they needed more ideas for the geography project. In indirect speech में हम inverted commas को भी use नहीं करते, बस हम direct speech में inverted commas को use करते हैं. So there are no inverted commas in indirect speech. In reporting the speech, we use reporting verbs such as announce, answer, explain, mention, promise, say, suggest, warn, etc. हम क्या use करते हैं, हम रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब्स को यूज करते हैं. जैसे हमारी अनाउंस हो गया, आंसर हो गया, एक्सप्लेन हो गया, मेंशन, प्रॉमिस, रिप्लाई, से, सजेस्ट, टेल, वार्न, एक्सेट्रा. इन ऑर्डर टू कम्युनिकेट टू लिसनर द स्टेट ऑफ माइंड और इमोशंस और द टोन ऑफ द स्पीकर. मतलब कि जो हम क्या कम्युनिकेट करने के लिए जो स्टेट ऑफ माइंड है स्पीकर का, टोन है उस स्पीकर की, उसको कन्वे करने के लिए हम यूज करते हैं. नाउ डायरेक्ट स्पीच इज आल्सो कॉल्ड रिपोर्टेड स्पीच. डायरेक्ट स्पीच को क्या कहते हैं हम, रिपोर्टेड स्पीच भी कहते हैं. द वर्ब व्हिच इंट्रोड्यूसेस द रिपोर्टेड स्पीच इज कॉल्ड रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब. जो वर्ब क्या करते हैं, इंट्रोड्यूस करते हैं रिपोर्टिंग स्पीच को, उसको हम रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब कहते हैं. यूजुअली अ कॉमा और अ कोलन सेपरेट्स द रिपोर्टेड स्पीच फ्रॉम द रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब. हमेशा क्या यूज कॉमा हो गया, कोलन हो गया, वो सेपरेट करता है रिपोर्टिंग स्पीच को आपकी रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब से. द इंस्पेक्टर सेड आई एम ग्लैड टू बी विद यू. रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब क्या हो गई आपकी, सेड. और आई एम ग्लैड टू बी विद यू टुडे क्या रिपोर्टेड स्पीच है आपकी. नाउ रूल्स फॉर कन्वर्जन ऑफ डायरेक्ट स्पीच इनटू इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच. क्या रूल्स होते हैं, फर्स्ट वन इज चेंज ऑफ टेंस. इट्स द रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब इज इन प्रेजेंट टेंस और फ्यूचर टेंस. अगर आपकी रिपोर्टिंग वर्ब प्रेजेंट टेंस में या फ्यूचर टेंस में है, the tense of the verb in the reporting speech remains unchanged. जो tense of the verb होता है reporting speech में वो unchanged रहता है. Like Ria says John is going to England. तो says क्या हो गया आपका, simple present हो गया. Now indirect में क्या होगा, Ria says that John is going to England. वो भी is going है, अभी unchanged है. Direct, the teacher will say all the children have become very naughty. Will say ना simple future है, will आ गया. The teacher will say that all the children have become naughty. Will say भी unchanged और have become भी आपका unchanged है. If the reporting verb is in the past tense, अगर आपकी reporting verb past tense में है, the tense of reported speech is changed. जो tense होता है reporting speech का वो change हो जाता है. किसमें, like simple present में do का क्या हो जाएगा, indirect में did हो जाता है. direct में अगर आपका present continuous में is am आ रहा है, was were हो जाता है, past continuous हो जाता है. present perfect has have आपका past perfect में चला जाता है, head में. present perfect continuous has have been, past perfect continuous में हो जाता है had been. सिंपल पास्ट डिड का पास्ट परफेक्ट हैड हो जाता है. पास्ट कंटिन्यूअस वाज वर्ब, पास्ट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस हैड बीन हो जाता है. पास्ट परफेक्ट हैड का नो चेंज हैड. पास्ट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूअस हैड बीन का नो चेंज हैड बीन. सो एक्सेप्शंस टू रूल 2. क्या एक्सेप्शंस है, If the reporting speech expresses a universal truth or a habitual fact, अगर वो क्या express कर रहा है, universal truth express कर रहा है, habitual fact express कर रहा है, its tense remains unchanged. उसका जो tense होता है वो क्या रहता है, tense उसका unchanged रहता है. Direct, my mother said too many cooks spoil the broth. Universal truth है. Indirect, my mother said that too many cooks spoil the broth. Is unchanged. So direct, she said young children are very restless. Habitual factor. She said that young children are very restless. यहाँ भी unchanged है. If the reporting speech describes the state of affairs, वो क्या describe करती है आपकी reporting speech? अगर states of affairs describe करती है, which still exists when the speech is reported. जो जब भी है, जब आप speech बोल रहे हो, मतलब वो report कर रहे हो, वो चीज जब भी है, the tense remains unchanged. आपका जो tense है वो unchanged रहता है. Like that में he said Brahma wants to become a rich by winning a lottery. Indirect में क्या होगा? He said that Rama wants to become rich by winning a lottery. Unchanged ना. Direct में she said Dolly does not get along well with her husband. Indirect में क्या होगा? She said that Dolly does not get along well with her husband. Now the reporting speech contains a time clause. और reporting speech में क्या है? Time है, clause है, its tense remains unchanged. उसकी जो tense होते हैं वो unchanged रहते हैं. The main verb of sentence can either remains unchanged. जो main verb होती है sentence की वो भी unchanged रहती है और कभी-कभी past perfect भी बन जाती है. Now direct, she said when Asha was living in Chennai, she often saw storm. So indirect में क्या? She said that when Asha was living in Chennai, she often saw storm. Unchanged है. So she said Bhumi slept with when she was trying to board a bus. He said that he said यहाँ पे he said that Bhumi had slept when she was trying to board a bus. So कोई भी चेंज नहीं हो यहाँ पे. अब चेंज ऑफ मोराल्स कैसे होता है? शैल का क्या हो जाता है? शुड हो जाता है. कैन का कुड हो जाता है. विल का वुड, मस्ट का मस्ट, हैड टू, लाइक मे, माइट, ought to का यूज्ड टू, नॉट चेंज, ought to यूज्ड टू का नो चेंज वही रहता है. ought to यूज्ड टू रहेगा. नाउ चेंज इन प्रोनाउंस और पॉजेसिव एडजेक्टिव्स. Like pronouns and possessive adjective of first person are changed according to the subject of the reporting verb. So pronouns और possessive adjectives होते हैं first person के, वो change हो जाते हैं किसके according? Reporting verb के according. Like I said I want to consult my parents. So my क्या हो गया? First person है. I भी first person है. I want ये भी first person है. So I said that I want to consult my parents. So ये यहाँ भी changes according to subject of reporting verb. Like you said I want to consult my parents. You said that you wanted to consult. My का क्या हो गया यहाँ पे? Your हो गया. Direct में क्या है? She said I want to consult my parents. Third person में क्या हो जाएगा? She said that she wanted to consult her parents. So pronouns and possessive adjective of second person are changed according to the objects of reporting verb. So pronouns और possessive adjectives होता है second person का, change हो जाता है किसके according? Report object के reporting verb के according. Like you said to me, your parents are waiting for you. Me का me क्या है आपका first person है, your आपका second person है और you क्या है? ये भी second person है. So you told me that my parents were waiting for me. Now if the reporting verb said is followed by an object, जो आपकी reporting verb है said वो किससे follow हो रही है? Object से follow हो रही है. Usually change into told. वो किसमें change हो जाती है? Told में change हो जाती है. The verb told is not followed by the preposition to. जो होता है आपका verb, वो जो told है वो आपका follow किससे नहीं होता? जो verb told है वो preposition to से follow नहीं होती. Like direct sentence क्या है? We said to you, your parents are waiting for you. Second person, we told you that your parents were waiting for you. You का you ही रहा, यहाँ का your का your ही रहा. So direct क्या है? We said to him, your parents are waiting for you. We told him that his parents are waiting for him. Third person. Now pronouns and possessive adjective of the third person remains unchanged. Pronouns और possessive होते हैं आपके adjectives वो unchanged रहते हैं. Direct, I said to you he should be trusted. He क्या आपका third person है. Indirect, I told you that he should be trusted. He का हीरा. You said Sandy should not have neglected his parents. Here you said that Sandy should not have neglected his parents. इसका easy रहा, unchanged रहा. Now change in expressions of time and place. कैसे changes होते हैं expressions में time और place के? Like that speech, indirect speech. This का, that, these, those, here, there, now, then, ago, before, last weekend, the weekend before the last, the previous weekend. Next week का क्या होगा? The following week. Tomorrow, the next day, the following day. Thus, so different kinds of sentence are rendered differently. जो different kinds of sentence होता है वो differently render होता है indirect speech में. A question or a command cannot be reported like a statement. जो question और command होता है report नहीं होता statement में. So like there are different rules for converting each kind of sentence. बहुत सारे different rules होते हैं convert करने के लिए हर kind के sentence को indirect speech में. So let us now learn these sets of rules. Here are some rules. Statements of declarative sentence. First rule. The verb said is changed into told. जो verb होती है आपके said वो किसमें change हो जाती है? Told में हो जाती है. When object follows it but remains unchanged when there is no object after it. But वो unchanged कब रहती है? जब उसके बाद कोई object नहीं होता. The comma after the reporting verb is replaced by the conjunction that. जो comma होता है वो किससे replace हो जाता है? That से replace हो जाता है. वो conjunction होती है that आपकी. The verb said may be replaced by other verbs such as reply, answer, inform, want, state. जो verb होती है आपकी said वो किससे change हो जाती है? Reply से, answer से, inform से, want से, state से, mention से, explain से, etc. Like Johnny said to me, I shall return your book in time. Johnny assured me that he would return my book. That आ गया आपका conjunction that आ गई आपकी comma की जगह. That he would return my book in time. Direct, I said to shopkeeper, the eggs you gave me yesterday turned out to be rotten. Indirect में क्या होगा? I said to shopkeeper that the eggs he had given me the previous day had turned out to be rotten. Previous day हो गया that day का. So interrogative sentences जो किसमें questions होते हैं. Reporting verbs generally used are ask, inquire, demand. क्या use होती है? Ask हो गई, inquire हो गई, demand हो गई, etc. Inverted commas and the question marks are omitted. जो inverted commas होते हैं question marks आपके omit हो जाते हैं यहाँ पे. The structure of the sentence changes from interrogative to declarative. जो structure होता है interrogative से किसमें change हो जाता है? Declarative में change हो जाता है. When the two interrogative sentences begin with words such as who, whose, whom, what, which, when, why, where, how, etc. जब आपके दो आपके interrogative sentence किससे begin होते हैं? Who हो गया, whose हो गया, with, whom हो गया, what हो गया, which हो गया, when, why, where, how, etc. Conjunction that is not used before the reporting verb. जो आपकी conjunction that होती है वो use नहीं होती reporting verb से पहले. And the interrogative sentence begin with some form of auxiliary verbs. जो आपके reporting interrogative sentence होता है वो किससे begin होता है? Auxiliary verbs से begin होते हैं, do and have, or in the model like will, can, may, etc. Conjunction whether or it is used to introduce the reported speech. क्या use करते हैं यहाँ पे? Conjunction हम whether or it use करते हैं reporting speech में. Like she said to me, what can I do for you, dear? Indirect में क्या होगा? She asked me affectionately what he should do for me. Direct, she said to shopkeeper, how much do you want me to pay for this dressing table? Indirect, she asked the shopkeeper how much he wanted her to pay for that dressing table. Direct में Meena said, may I wear the sari? Mother से पूछे. Indirect में क्या होगा? Meena asked her mother if she might wear that sari. Declarative में हो गया. He said to me, are you not afraid? I said no. He asked me if I was not afraid. I replied that I was not. The reporting verb change said is changed to exclaim with anger, surprise, joy, exclaim sadly, cried, cursed, learned, earnestly, wished, prayed, etc., desired, etc. The exclamatory sentence is changed to an assertive one. जो exclamatory sentence है वो change हो जाता है आपका assertive में. Like she said, how ugly I look in this dress. She exclaimed that she looked very ugly in that dress. Right? Yeah. How I wish I could fly, said the little girl. Indirect, the little girl earnestly desired to fly, और ये भी हो सकता है अगर the little girl said that she really wished that she could fly. Now direct sentence है हमारा, the old beggar said to me, may God bless you my son. Said का क्या हो जाएगा, prayed हो जाएगा. The old beggar prayed that God might bless me. Now imperative sentences. The reporting verb is changed to order, request और advice. किसमें change हो जाती है अपनी reporting verb? Order में, request में, advice में. Other words can be founded, suitable, ask, beg, command, encourage, forbid, invite, remind, urge, warn, etc. Now the reporting verb of the verb of the reporting speech is changed into an infinitive. जो reporting the verb होती है reporting speech वो change हो जाता है किसमें? Infinitive में. Other rules are followed as explained above. Direct, the mother said, run away children, do not disturb me. Indirect में क्या होगा? The mother commanded the children to run away and not to disturb. Direct, the young man said to his teacher, pardon me sir. Indirect में क्या होगा? The young man begged his teacher to pardon him. Direct, I said to my friend, help me in checking the accounts. Indirect, I requested my friends to help me in checking the accounts. Now here's do not किसमें चेंज हो जाता है आपका? not to में. Now from indirect to direct speech. Indirect से direct speech में कैसे आते हैं? While changing from indirect to direct speech, we use say, said as the reporting verb. हम क्या use करते हैं? Say और said use करते हैं reporting verb में. Like if the reporting verb is in the past tense, अगर आपकी reporting verb किसमें past tense में requisite change of tense in the direct speech. हम क्या कर सकते हैं? requisite कर सकते हैं changes tense का direct speech में. Like make necessary changes in pronouns and possessive adjective. Pronouns और possessive adjectives में necessary changes होंगे. Replace words denoting remoteness with corresponding words denoting nearness. Remoteness को हम corresponding में nearness में ला सकते हैं, मतलब denote कर सकते हैं. Put the direct speech within inverted commas. हमें direct speech को किस में रखना है? Inverted commas में रखना है, क्योंकि हमारी direct words, हमारी direct speech हमेशा inverted commas में होती है. Indirect, you told me that you had been reading a very interesting story book previous day. Now, you said to me, I was reading a very interesting story book yesterday. I आ गया, I was आ गया यहाँ पे, inverted commas भी आ गए. Indirect, she says that she likes going to the seaside. Direct में क्या होगा? She says, I like going to the seaside. Indirect, my mother told me that I could go for a picnic if the weather turned pleasant. Direct, my mother said to me, you can go for a picnic if the weather turns pleasant. Normally, when people talk to each other, they do not speak full sentences. जब वो एक दूसरे से बात कर रहे होते, full sentences नहीं बोलते. Sometimes they might give a single word response. कभी कभी वो single word response भी दे देता है. We should complete the incomplete sentence before reporting them. Like Priya, where is Indu? Where is Indu? Rahul says gone for her dance class. उसने ये तो नहीं बोला Indu has gone for her dance class. ये तो नहीं बोला Priya, does she go for her lessons every day? Rahul, no, only twice a week. Now Priya asked Rahul where Priya was. Rahul informed her that Priya had gone for her dance class. Priya wanted to know whether she went for her lessons every day. Rahul told her that she went for only twice a week. हमने शॉर्ट मिला दिया, इतना पैरा की जरूरत नहीं हुई. Here is a telephone conversation between Rita and Natasha. Natasha, could I speak to Deepa, please? Rita, may I know who is calling? Natasha, this is Natasha from Jarakpuri. Rita, I'm sorry, Deepa is not at home at the moment. Any message, please? Natasha, tell her that our English teacher is taking an extra class after school tomorrow. So later Rita reported this conversation to Deepa on her return. Deepa को उसने report करा. This is how is ऐसे करा उसे like this is how this reporting will go. Hello Deepa, Natasha from Janakpuri rang up while you were away. I told her that you were not at home at the moment and asked her if there was any message for you. She wanted me to tell you that your English teacher is taking an extra class after school tomorrow. Now, here is one note. We have not written your English teacher was taking. Here is one note. We have not written your English teacher was taking, not change tomorrow. हमने tomorrow को भी change नहीं करा. into the following day में change नहीं करा. This is because when this conversation is reported, the class is still to be held at the future time. वो किस में रहना चाहिए? फ्यूचर टाइम में ही रहनी चाहिए क्लास आपकी. So that's all for this lesson. I hope you all like the explanation of this lesson. Thank you and have a great day.